Okay, guys. This week's lesson will be a little bit different. I'm going to show you how to do some technical drawing. In life, in your jobs, some of you are going to be welders, working in factories, doing machine type stuff. You're going to have to be able to draw some pictures of things in life. If you need a part for something, you may need to draw a picture of it to show somebody what you're talking about. So I'm going to show you some basics of drawing squares, boxes, rectangular prisms, the big fancy word for it today, to get it in the right perspective to make it look nice. You may think, well, that's pretty stupid for a math class, but being in a tech readiness math class, you guys will use this in life. So here's some examples of some boxes I drew, some ones that aren't quite the best. I got 3 here. The box just has the front, and you go back and try to do your 3D perspective, make it look good. Now, there's the old-fashioned box in a box. That's fine a lot of times. It's okay to do that. And then erase the insides. So sometimes that does look okay. But I'm going to show you another way to do some right now. There's something called perspective. If you ever had art class, you probably learned about perspective. So what I'm going to do is draw a few for you. I'm going to start out with a box. It could be a shoe box. Who knows what? Some kind of box. Now, to make it 3D, you need to decide where are you looking at this box from. And it's called a vanishing point. If I'm going to be above the box to the right, I'm going to put a little dot right here. And what will happen is after I draw this box, it will actually look like I'm above the box to the right of it, looking down on it. You can be above the box to the left. You can be exactly to the left of the box. You can be under it. So what you do, your front of your box is just basic. Draw your shape. It can be a box. It can be a triangle. It can be a T. It can be a letter. It can be a circle, which we'll do later. And what you do, to show your depth, every line going back has to go towards that dot. And at first, it's going to look kind of weird, especially here, because everybody wants to go back just like this, parallel to it. But to make it look really good, you want to go up towards that dot. And where it looks really weird is over here, so everybody wants to go back this way or up here. But you actually want to go all the way towards that dot. So I'm going to draw this line. It's going to be really, really long. I'm going to draw it real long just to get there. And now, the way you finish it up to make it look nice is the lines going this way and this way. And from this old picture, you can see what a lot of people do is that's what really makes it look weird. But every line that's vertical, we'll do vertical first. Every line that's vertical has to be parallel to each other. This line is parallel to this line. Over here, maybe I want my box to come up here. Do not connect here to here. These lines are just random lengths. I've got to go straight up so it's parallel to this line. That is the only way it's going to look good. And actually, mine's not even really perfect. I need to go straight up and down. On top, don't connect here to here, here to here, whatever. You want to go straight across. It's got to be parallel to this line. And it's almost like an illusion. It messes with your head when you think you're doing right. And then you can erase your leftovers. And there you go. Now, once you practice it a while and get good at it, you won't have to do as much erasing, but you can kind of get the idea. If I go through and check my parallel lines, this line is parallel, this line is parallel, this line. This line is parallel, this line, parallel, this line. And if you look at the box, it really does look like we are flying up in the air above the box to the right of it, looking down on it. And that's what this dot does. I'm going to do another one for you. Let's do a skinny box. Maybe this could be a pizza box. And we're going to be down below it to the left. So maybe this box is being held up in the air by someone really tall and you're under the box looking up at it because you are to the left of the box and you're under the box. So what I'm going to do, every line going back has to go towards that dot. And this one over here even needs to go towards that dot. It's going to look really weird. You got to draw that line really long to make it work. Now, remember, all your horizontal lines have to be parallel to each other. Maybe you start wherever you want. Depends on what your box looks like. And you got to go straight across, parallel to this one. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You may even have to extend the line some. Now, it's real tempting to connect these two, but it's going to be messed up if you do. Remember, the vertical lines have got to be vertical to each other. So you go straight up and down. So this line is parallel. This line is parallel. This line. This line is parallel, parallel. And now you erase them. And what you got is a box. Somebody's holding a box above your head and you're down below it to the left. Or you're under a roof at some building and you're looking up at the roof. If you're beside it, that's what you would see. You'd see the bottom of the roof. And there you go. We're kind of out in front of it. So we can see the front, we can see the left side, we can see the bottom. If we're under something, we can't see the top. If we're to the left, we can't see the right side. We don't know what's going on over here. So that's what I'm going to want you to do today. I'm going to give you a lesson where I have you do a box. And I'm going to have you draw from a couple different angles. A real weird one could be right above the box. So according to this dot, we're straight in front of it and we're above it. And think about it. If you have a box that you're straight in front of and you're above it, you can't see the sides. You can only see the front and the top. So that line's got to go towards there. That line's got to go towards there. And you draw your line going across. And as weird as it is, if you think about it, if you're standing exactly in front of a box and you're a little bit taller than the box, you can't see the sides. You can't see the bottom. You can't see the back. That is it. Now, if for some crazy reason you wanted to show the insides, you would use like a dotted line. Have your dots going towards the vanishing point again. And remember, your verticals have to stay vertical. So sometimes you have to show the insides. Hopefully this video you can see those. Same with this one. Maybe it's some see-through type thing. Well, this inside here, even though you can't see it, if you need to show it, you use dots to show. And obviously I messed up there, I went really fast, but it kind of gives you the idea of the perspective. So this first video is boxes. So I'm going to have you do some of those today, and that's going to be your lesson.